Antibiotics were wonderful pills.
What topics in the AI space are getting unusual engagement on X right now? And this is where Grok does something no other major AI tool can do. Grok has direct access to public posts on X, which means it's pulling from millions of real conversations happening right now. ChatGPT and Claude would search the web and give me articles from yesterday or last week, but Grok shows me what people are actually saying in this current moment. Looking at the results, there's a backlash building against overhyped AI agents. Users are increasingly frustrated with tools marketed as fully autonomous that still require constant supervision, prompt tweaking, and error correction, turning automation into another job rather than a time saver. And now I have something with real tension behind it. But before I write anything, I need to understand the full picture, and that's where Deep Search comes in. Deep Search is Grok's autonomous real take with some actual personality behind it. That's a sentence tell you what the tools claim to do, and Xpose tell you what's actually happy real take with some actual personality behind it. That's a sentence tell you what the tools claim to do, and Xpose tell you what's actually happy real take with some tools. What do they promise? What are the actual results people are getting, and where's the gap between marketing and reality? Grok generates sub-queries and searches both the web and X simultaneously. This takes 30 seconds to a few minutes depending on complexity, but the output is genuinely researched with citations. What makes this valuable is that you get both sides. Official sources tell you what the tools claim to do, and Xpose tell you what's actually happy real take with some actual personality behind it. That's a sentence tell you what the tools standard corporate speak. It's hedged, safe, and basically says nothing. Claude is a little better, but it's still sitting on the fence. But Grok actually gives me a real take with some actual personality behind it. That's a sentence someone would actually want to read. It has attitude, it's specific, and it makes a point without apologizing for it. The reason this matters is that content with personality performs better. Generic, carefully balanced writing gets scrolled past, and you can push Grok even further. If I want it more aggressive, I just tell it, rewrite that last section but make it more blunt. Don't be polite about the overpromising, and it will. It'll give you content that other AI tools would real take with some actual personality behind it. That's a sentence exactly how to use it, and when you're ready to add it to your workflow, click